This is why you should keep it a secret and not overly share when you are manifesting your dream reality, your SP, or feeling the blank. I've made this video 1 year ago and still I feel we need to talk about keeping the secret. And I know that some of you are already in the comment section writing, but we make and we create our own reality, we make our own rules, therefore other people cannot affect our own manifestation if we don't believe that. Of course, however, you could mentally be affected by what other people are telling you, and that's why you shouldn't overly share and you should keep the secret while you are manifesting. And I want to say a little bit more about it, so stay tuned. Hello everyone, my name is Nea, and on this channel I talk thoroughly about manifestation, esotericism, and so much more. So let's talk about this. Obviously, I am not talking about I told my manifestation to my best friend, and my best friend is so supportive, and she answered me, let's say, oh, you know what, I am manifesting my SP and we are going to be together and it's going to be amazing. Really? That's awesome. I can't wait for you guys to be together and we're going to have so much fun, blah blah. If you have this kind of conversation with your best friend, of course you can share it. Of course you can have a manifestation buddy. However, I am talking about not overly share what you're trying to manifest. And I have a really good metaphor that I heard the other day from a girl from TikTok. I don't remember her name, but she was talking about this metaphor where these animals, the crabs, I think that's how they're called, those kind of, they're not fishes, but they live in the sea. Sorry, my English. When they are in a fish tank and one of them wants to climb to survive and get away from the fish tank, all the other crabs will grab him down to the bottom again. Now, this is a perfect metaphor of what people usually do. And what people usually do is because they're either insecure or they don't know about manifestation, or simply they don't allow themselves to dream big. And so automatically there is this human response of, like the cramps, of saying, oh, you're rising higher, no, you need to be in the bottom with me, because otherwise I could not justify why I'm living a miserable life. It's like, if you're living a miserable life with me, then it's justifiable. But if you are climbing higher and I'm still living a miserable life, I will actually have to take responsibility for my thoughts and action and not blaming the world for it, and I don't want to do that. It's so much easier to be a victim. Now, I'm not saying that this is you, but I'm saying that this is unfortunately how some people operate in the world. Maybe because they don't know manifestation. And I think that many of us guys that are in the spiritual journey, or call it however you want, we assume that people think like us. I mean, I do this all the time. I always assume that people are kind. I always assume that people just think like me. And even though assumptions do create, we can't control everyone and everything in our reality, simply because it will take so much energy to do that, and why would it even be bothered to control even strangers? You know what I mean? So people are not always like us, and they are not, they don't have the best intentions for the most part, and I told you the reason why. So with that being said, overly sharing your projects, your manifestation, can make you feel more vulnerable in general. Because let's say, I remember when I was making a metal band and I didn't even have musicians back then, and I didn't even know how to play guitar. I remember I told some of my friends, or rather than friends, acquaintances, because I was so naive, and I was like, I am going to be a metal singer, I am doing an album, I'm gonna have record labels signing me. I mean, mind you that I was 20 years old, I was very naive. And I remember back in Florence, in the square, people answered me, these acquaintances, haha, whatever, and they started bullying me about it, they started teasing me, and they started putting me down. And now I'm a Taurus zodiac sign, so I'm very, very stubborn. Even if you bully me, I mean, we are like, I'm going to do it no matter what. And my answer usually to this sort of bullism or behavior, or people teasing me about something, I'm like, you think it's impossible? Watch me. That's usually my answer. Watch me. And then I come later with the facts. As I do also on YouTube, it's like I don't overly share what I'm trying to manifest because I think it's a waste of my energy and on my focus. But I come on my channel with facts. I'm like, watch me doing this. Watch me manifest my ideal partner, my twin flame. Watch me manifesting the money that I always want. Watch me manifesting the YouTube channel. Watch me. That's the kind of vibe. So if you are that kind of person that is very strong in their mind, go ahead and say to people, watch me. However, even if I am like this, I tend to not overly share, because even if you're the toughest bitch in the planet, you still are a sensitive human being, and you are still gonna have moments where maybe that negative sentence that one person tells you or told you will stick into your head, imprint in your subconscious mind, and will make it more difficult for you to manifest, or at least it will make you waver and doubt. So guys, stop overly share. I mean, this is something that every successful person will tell you. Every adult person, everyone with a little bit of life experience, and not only life experience, but that they achieved something in their life, they will tell you, cancel out all the noise and stop overly sharing your projects, dreams, and ambition. Because you simply, not because other people can put you evil eye or they can affect your manifestation, but they can influence you. So it's very important not only to isolate yourself from the circumstances and casting those circumstances out of your mind, but it's very important to cast the noise outside, to not allow other people to know about your project, to not allow them to have a thought about your project or your SP or whatever it is. Say to them what you have achieved, sorry my English, later. Tell them later the story of success, or actually don't tell anyone anything and allow them to watch you succeed. Why I'm saying this video today got inspired by an oracle reading that I've done for myself. Now, if you know me, guys, you know that I'm a psychic. I do offer tarot readings and DM coaching. The link to my Ko-Fi is down below. And I don't think tarot and even astrology to a certain extent, but especially tarot and oracle, are a way of predicting the future. I've made 2 videos about it. You can watch it on my channel, so remember to subscribe. I think that oracles and tarot are an amazing way to see what your subconscious mind is thinking, to guide you, and especially to communicate with spirit guides and angels, which help you in your manifestation process and in your life in general. So that is the way I use oracle cards. I use them to meditate and to connect to a higher consciousness. That's why I love them. And today I was using one of my favorite oracle decks of the moment, the Viking oracle deck, and this rune, the Berkano rune, came out. And I was obviously shocked because every single time that I use the tarot and the oracles for myself and other people, they're always so accurate. That's why I love them. And Berkano particularly talks about a physical birth that will change my life, or that has changed my life. And crazy, right? Because I've just given birth. And mind you that when I shuffle the cards, I allow the cards to jump out. So I didn't select this card. It's just literally jumped out. If you have watched my pick a card readings, you know my style, you know how I do that. So I was really impressed that this card came out talking about the birth of my daughter, how that will change my life, and so on and so forth. But Berkano also talks about like you are reborn somehow. So maybe this is also a message for you. You are reborn and you are thinking about doing a new project, and therefore you should keep the secret, because it's very important to birth this new project in secrecy, so that you don't get affected by the negativity or the voice of other people. And there is an example of why this is ancient knowledge, and I just wanted to read you this example so you understand where this video is coming from. So I'm reading directly from the booklet. For Viking women in medieval time, giving birth was dangerous. When a woman went into labor, she was taken to a women-only sanctuary, away from men and children. I cannot even imagine how birth would have been so dangerous back then. It's like It blows my mind, honestly. Even like sometimes I think about something specific as tearing, how they were doing with tearing. But anyway, this is a topic for another video. So it was a dangerous matter to give birth back in ancient time. There, the other women sang songs of welcome and magic to ease the mother's pain. So that was a form of epidural back then, just singing, which is beautiful. And by the way, it works. If the birth was successful, the doors were open to all the members of the family, and new stories and magic were woven to integrate the child into his or her family and the wider community. Bercano was also used to mark vows of silence or secrecy, and those that broke such oaths were punished. Today, with gossip extending into bullying and other negative business, the balancing energies of Bercano are needed more than ever, and I couldn't agree more. When we are birthing something new, like I want to manifest my ESP, I want to manifest a new project, whatever, when we are birthing something new, whether it be a new business, a creative project, or a new relationship, it is wise to keep our plans and dreams quiet and protected. Why? Because our plans are the most vulnerable at the early stages of growth. Just like a fetus in the womb. That's why there is this this mystic tale, we'll put it this way, where when you are in the first trimester, usually women don't share that they're pregnant just to protect the fetus in the womb, because the first trimester, the first 3 months is where the fetus is the most delicate, and actually you can even have, unfortunately, a spontaneous abortion. Just like a fetus in the womb, the early days are the most risky. Therefore, it is wise to keep that which is new and precious close to our chest while it gains power and momentum. Many a project or dream is crushed in its early stages by someone's careless critique or negative comment. And I want to read this sentence again. It's not because other people have power over your manifestation, but because at the early stage of manifestation, when you are rewiring your brain, you are rewiring your subconscious mind, you are so vulnerable, and your dream is so vulnerable. So in these early stages, your dream can be crushed by someone's careless critique or negative comment, because you can be affected by this careless critique or negative comment. So what is the aim of the video? Guys, if you have overly shared in the past, revise that. There's nothing wrong. I've been there. I've made that mistake. That's why I'm doing this video, and I'm suggesting you not to do it ever again. Revise that. It's been done. No one can ruin your manifestation. This video is not about evil eye or things like that. However, from today on, stop being naive and stop overly sharing. Because, again, I want to say this again, it's not because other people can affect your manifestation, but because you can be vulnerable to the careless critique and negative comments of other people. What we want to do, we want to stay strong in our faith of the wish fulfilled, of the fact that your manifestation is definitely done. It is going to happen. It's done now. Cancel out all the noise from the outside by remaining intimate with your manifestation, continuing persisting in your wish fulfilled through the affirmation. And then when you feel stronger, when you feel more convinced about, your manifestation, when your subconscious mind is more imprinted into the wish fulfilled, or maybe when it already came true, then you can share it, or then you can just tell people, watch me. Right? This is going to help you out tremendously to not waver, to not doubt, and remain more consistent, especially in the early stages of manifestation. It's not just about canceling the circumstances. It's not just about isolating yourself from the present moment, but it's also about canceling the noise of other people, because it's definitely not going to serve you to overly share or listen to careless critique and negative comments. All right, you guys, I hope this video went straight to your heart and was helpful. Let me know in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys also on Patreon, where I do weekly extra videos. Services are down below. Thumbs up and share this video if you find it helpful, and remember to subscribe and hit the ring bell button so you always get notified of when I'm live and when I'm doing new videos. I love you guys. Bye.